Using your airplane for real travel means working developing weather situations. You seize advantages where you find them and get as far towards your destination as practical, while always maintaining a back door plus enough mental bandwidth so you can divert and land safely. Easy to say, not always easy to do, as this pilot found out when the last leg of his coast-to-coast trip left him trapped 13,000 feet up and about to enter clouds at a Celsius temperature of 10 below. The flight was a long-distance haul from Centennial Airport, just east of Denver, all the way to Lincoln Park, New Jersey, almost 1,400 miles away. His 200-knot airplane, plus 30 to 50-knot tailwinds, meant this could be done with one fuel stop, except for a little icing problem, which he described walking out to the airplane.
Sorry this video is going to be bumpy while I'm walking, but I really got to get to the plane if I'm going to try and make it home by around sunset. Things were not looking good over western Pennsylvania. There was going to be a stretch there of prolonged exposure to IMC below freezing, and I just couldn't find a way to make that work safely. So what I'm going to do is head down to Atlanta and regroup there. If it's not looking good in Atlanta, then I'll fly home commercially, because I really do need to get home for a bit. But at least that gives you some options.
So he launched, only to discover even better tailwinds and a tempting reason to change that fuel stop.
Yeah, we still have 2 hours of fuel. I could go for an extra hour and a half. Well, I could go for another hour and a half. It would be an extra 45 minutes. Get ourselves further east, land, get fuel wherever. I guess I'll plot ahead a couple of 100 miles and see where we can get fuel in that area. And then the plan could be to cut the corner here and head up through DC that way.
There was one little snag at the new destination airport.
Yep, there is an icing at there.
November 16 November, cancel.
Turbulence, IFR.
VFR for exchange to advisory, approve, good day.
So there's my icing event right there.
Remember, this is an experimental aircraft with no prohibition on flight into conditions conducive to icing. However, it also gets its speed from a tiny laminar flow wing and tail. If it ices up, performance deteriorates rapidly, perhaps catastrophically. The destination required an approach that brushed thin clouds right at freezing.
1 degree, Peter heat's on.
Negative ice. So refueled and reassured by the lack of icing, he relaunched, knowing cloud cover to the east was mostly overcast, with bases from 1,500 all the way up to 11,000.
Right now, optimistically, I'm heading for Lincoln Park.
Climbing back up to catch those tailwinds required an IFR clearance to VFR over the clouds.
Campbell approach, experimental anti 360 Juliet Hotel, VFR request.
Or 360 Juliet Hotel, Campbell approach, Campbell altimeter 3021 squawk 0245.
0245, Central Hotel.
0 Juliet Hotel, radar contact 1 mile south, Christian County Airport, altitude to maintain destination.
Okay, at 1,900, we're going to Lincoln Park, New Jersey, that's November 07, and we'd like a climb to VFR on top.
360 Juliet Hotel, you looking for an IFR clearance, sir?
Just a short range clearance to get above the clouds, and then we'll cancel it.
Which worked.
Approach November 0 Hotel, cancel IFR.
0 Juliet Hotel, roger, cancellation received, just maintain VFR. You want to maintain, sir?
Saying we'll maintain VFR. What was the last part, 0 Hotel?
Yes, sir, just say you're en route altitude.
We'll be climbing to 1,500, 0 Hotel.
Roger.
Which worked for a while, that is.
Center November 0 Hotel. We're going to climb a little bit higher to maintain cloud clearance, so we'll let you know when we're going to go back to 11.5.
November 0 Juliet Hotel, roger, maintain VFR, and for now, show your cruising altitude is, 2,500, 13.
Let's see, we'll go to 13.5 for a little bit, 0 Hotel.
Zero Juliet Hotel, roger, maintain VFR, and just advise of an altitude change. Huntington altimeter 3003.
03, search for
Without oxygen on board, his time above 12,500 feet is limited to 30 minutes.
You're down an hour and 50 minutes at this point.
Brickyard 4442, cross Gavin and maintain 10,000, Cincinnati altimeter 3007, if unable, advise.
Alright, I'm going to come right because these layers have definitely climbed up.
I will stay on this transmitter.
To the right, which is south, the tops would be lower and the bases were reported higher, which was also reassuring.
Okay, I could swear there's just a big drop after this, right there, but I don't think there's one there.
5087, Indy Center, climb maintain flight level 230.
Let me check this out.
Citation 34 Delta Zulu, Indy Center now 125.07.
Okay, good, I wasn't seeing things. How about that?
Malibu 4 Kilo Charlie, stand by.
Okay. Let's keep it going this way, get under,
Felicia 5087,
and then we can
to
continue
Ohio.
north, because this is super thin. I'm having trouble judging exactly how far away that is.
Until a higher layer began to create a squeeze.
I don't love what I'm looking at right now.
An icing report started coming through on the frequency.
November 14-6 November, I talked to the tower and they said
I'm gonna go that way.
800 lifeline icing was report between 8,000 down to 6,000 and minus 11 was the temperature.
Roger, thank you. 2611.
I can sort of see the outline of light there. What I'm making sure is it doesn't just sandwich up, close up. Alright, we'll stay the course for now, but if it's not working out, I can backtrack and head southeast over there.
He's now headed southeast toward an area of higher bases on the eastern side of low mountains. The reports from those airports show bases 5,000 up to 16,000. Given he's back down to 11,500, it seems that a whole or a short IFR descent should be an option, if he can get there.
Okay, if we need to turn around, there's the heading.
He did, but it required another climb to nearly 13,000 feet.
Number 0 Juliet Hotel, show you southeastbound, same tension.
Let's see, we're trying to find a hole to get down here. I see an area with 11,000 overcast. We're heading towards that for now. We were thinking of heading towards Dulles, but that may not work out just yet, so we're going to try the southeast option first.
Okay, are you currently VFR? You're just trying to pick your way through to descend?
Yeah, we're currently maintaining VFR and we're just looking for a way to get down.
The outside air temperature is now minus 10 degrees C, and the undercast is solid.
Number 0 Juliet Hotel, do you need assistance?
We'll let you know, Zero Juliet Hotel. We're going to see how this 11,000 area pans out, but if we can't find a hole soon, we'll just get an IFR clearance for a quick descent.
Okay, but currently you're still planning on proceeding to November 07, you're just trying to find a lower altitude?
I don't think we're going to make it to Lincoln Park based on what I'm seeing with the clouds, but I haven't quite decided yet, Zero Juliet Hotel.
Okay, just keep me advised, please.
Okay.
So his southerly swing continues, looking for a hole in the sub-freezing clouds. And a higher ceiling squeezes the VFR layer tighter and tighter.
I'm going to slow it down. We're going to need the clearance.
33,
There it is.
15 United 560, good night. 3355.
That's what I'm looking for.
This might have been the time to declare an emergency and preemptively descend.
Lieutenant November 0 Hotel, we just need actually a quick special VFR clearance. We'll do it to get through a really small hole right here.
Okay, where are you intending to descend towards, sir?
I'm going to head towards the Orange County Airport right now. It's 11,000 overcast there, and then once we're normal VFR, we'll see where we want to go from there.
Number 0 Juliet Hotel, stand by.
Because declared or not, the situation is now an emergency.
Well, don't take too long.
Declaring it gets air traffic control on your side and might have made the next few minutes a bit simpler.
Alright, Center November 0 Hotel, we lost sight of that hole now. We're going to just need an IFR clearance to descend down to about 8,000 feet.
0 Juliet Hotel for your IFR clearance. Contact Potomac 132.85. They're aware that that you want to go to Orange.
Alright, 3035, 0 Hotel, thanks. Potomac approach Atlanta 360 Juliet Hotel, it's 12,200, looking for IFR clearance to Orange.
360 Juliet Hotel, Potomac approach, Charles, so altimeter 995. You looking for an IFR clearance?
Yep, we need it right now if we can, 0 Hotel.
360 Juliet Hotel, reset transponder, squawk 4321.
4321, 0 Hotel.
Center, Commuter 4901 is with the 8000. We have uniform at Charlottesville. Commuter 4901, Potomac approach, Charles, altimeter 995. Expect visual approach, runway 21. 2995 for Commuter 4901. Juliet Hotel, radar contact 6 miles northeast of Orange County Airport, clear to Orange County via radar vectors. Descend to maintain 3000.
Okay, down to 3, Sergeant Fell, and can we do that with a left 180? I think that might be best for the 0 Hotel.
Yes, sir, that's for the request.
Let's say again for 0 Hotel.
0 Juliet Hotel approved as requested.
Okay, thanks.
Pitot heat on. Now watch the vertical speed and bank angle dropping through the potential icing layer.
There it is, done.
Not quite done. There's still a recovery from the emergency descent.
Alright, November 0 Hotel, that did the trick, thanks, cancel IFR.
And there's what to do now.
And did you just want to go over to advisory frequency now?
Let's see, we just need a couple of minutes to regroup and work out what the plan is for 0 Hotel.
Regrouping was a good idea. Landing and regrouping would have been a great idea. This pilot worked a situation a bit too far and then escaped unharmed. But ending the day here, that's not what happened. If you want to see this whole flight play out in near real time, you can check out the Real World Coast to Coast series from PilotWorkshops. But to recap the key points from this flight, there's nothing wrong with a flexible plan that changes as you proceed. But beware the subtle trap of deteriorating situations with just enough promise to tempt you on. Don't hesitate to declare an emergency and bend the rules you need, so you can avoid actual emergency maneuvers to save your hide. And if you get a reprieve and need to regroup, that's usually a clue to land at the first available airport. Because continuing when your mental and physical reserves are already tapped means all that's left is your luck reserve. And that's not what you want to rely on to make the day's last landing.
036 Heavy affirmative, runway 19 center, clear for takeoff, fly runway head in
Johnny,
traffic now on a...
This is ridiculous.